Hello everybody! This video is the prologue to a new series I'm starting where I explain all of my characters from my original story. I'll be briefly explaining the world where my story takes place, with a random speed paint going on in the background. So the world where the story of Bronze Wings takes place is called the Soaring Falls. This map is very outdated, as it was made almost 2 years ago. I'll have to remake it soon enough. Basically, all the locations stay the same. If you want to pause and look at it, you can. A war started when the princess of one of the regions decided to overthrow her parents and attempted to take over all of Soaring Falls because of her thirst for power. But somebody decided to fight back. And all of that gets into a lot of spoiler territory, but I'll probably make a more in-depth backstory video at some point in the future. Hello everybody! Welcome to a series where I finally explain my characters. A lot of these characters are from my original series called Bronze Wings. To get more context of the world, watch my last video. So who better to start off with than the main character? This is Nebula. She's a human who randomly fell out of the sky and into Soaring Falls. Neither she nor anyone else knows why. She looks so different when she arrives in this world. Must just be a human thing, I guess. She's 15 and would probably turn 16 at some point over the series. She's surprisingly brave when it comes to her friends being in danger. Being a human at heart, she's never had to deal with stuff nearly as scary in the human world. She does panic at danger, but she works to overcome it. She never had a lot of close friends though, so she wants to keep the ones she has safe. Nebula would get a little outfit change between seasons 1 and 2, aka the outfit I made for her a long time ago in her updated 1LMAO. Thanks for watching this first video. Trust me, there will be way more to come. Welcome back to the series where I talk about the characters from my original story called Bronze Wings. Today we're talking about the second member of the main group. This is Ashlyn. Her power is what I've dubbed plant manipulation. She can create vines that come out of the ground and has some control over already existing plants. You can tell what plants are hers because her vines sprout little red flowers on them. She's probably the most powerful member of the main group. She's an excellent fighter because even though she may not look like it, she used to get into fights a lot when she was younger. She may or may not have also been sent to juvie because of it. But after being sent there, she realized she wanted to get her life together. She's very kind, but also protective. If anyone tries to hurt the people she loves, she'll go off on them. Go off as in, she'll slam your head into the floor with zero hesitation if you deserve it. Hello everyone. Today we're talking about my character named Loke. Loke actually has no natural magical abilities, but he was always interested in it. He would watch the neighborhood kids like Ashlyn, just to watch them do something that he could not. He would also spend a lot of time in the library, reading stories, studying, etc. One day when attempting to pick up a book, he pulled one out and a secret room opened up in the library. When he entered, he stumbled into a small, little secret library office space with a book on the desk and a wand by the chair. When he picked up the wand, it transformed into a scepter. He looked at the book and it turned out to be a spell book. In present day, Loke has basically mastered all of the spells in his book. At least, all of the spells that he's aware of. Loke is currently freshly 16. I just now realized that I forgot to put Ashlyn's age in before. Ashlyn is also 16, just slightly older than Loke. He's pretty grumpy, smart, and gets annoyed when people say something really dumb. Hello again, everybody. I'm introducing the fourth member of the main group, Blain. Blain was originally a siren, but sirens in Greek mythology don't fully look like mermaids as we think of them now, so more recently I've changed him to be a mermaid. Instead, I've dubbed his power as Siren. Bronze Wings is not a musical series, so Blain wouldn't have the chance to show off his hypothetical power to use mind control while singing. So I figured that if he hums it could have some influence over whoever hears it. He also has scarily good intuition of what others want. At the start of the series, aka episodes 1 and 2, the main group, consisting of Neb, Ash, Loke, and Falcon at the time, wanted to venture outside of their hometown. Their families said that they could only go on their little road trip if an older kid went with them, Blain being the oldest member of the group at 17. Obviously, that was who they were gonna ask. Before and at the start of the series, Blain didn't feel like hanging out with the group, even though they wanted to hang out with him. So when they ask him to come along with them, he's pretty apprehensive. Mostly because he's a mermaid without legs and doesn't feel like being dragged around in a wagon. Loke basically said, "Oh, that's not a problem," and used one of his spells to give Blain legs. But the funny thing about that is that Blain hasn't had legs for the first 17 years of his life, so he doesn't know how they work, and he has to be dragged around in a little red wagon before he can learn to walk anyway. And so then they go off on their little adventure, and Blain warms up to the group. Rapid-fire fun facts. Blain can switch between having a tail and not. He gets very cold outside of the water. And finally, he's deathly afraid of heights. Howdy y'all and welcome back. I just wanted to switch up the intro a bit. Today we're talking about Falcon, the fifth member of the main group. Falcon is basically a half-dragon, which is a species in Soaring Falls. An idea I'm playing around with is that Falcon's race used to be actual dragons that had the power to shapeshift, and over centuries of doing things. With other maybe not as magical races, we have the dragon-esque beings that you see before you. He lives in the Glazed Valley alongside Ashlyn, Loke, and Blain. Falcon is 15 turning 16 and lives with his aunt and only has vague memories of their parents. I wonder what happened to them. Hello everybody. This video is a 2-for-1 special in the character department, because today we're talking about the final two members of the group, Jake Purple Hair and Joel Blue Hair. Now there's a reason that I'm talking about both of them in one video, and that's because they're in a situation of basically two souls share one body. It's not exactly like that, but that's an easier way to describe it. Only one of them can be present at a time. They're both completely different people, different heights, hair color, voices. They don't remember a point in time before they were like this. They both have a power that doesn't have to do with anything. I just thought it was fun. They can both talk to animals. Yes, it's random, I know. But spoiler alert, story things happen and they end up getting split apart. So their story in a way becomes finding their new sense of identity. Alongside that, their powers also change, them being together suppressed their abilities. I've dubbed Jake's new power as Animal Transformation. He eventually unlocks the ability to turn into animals. I've dubbed Joel's as Animal Enhancements, where some parts of his body can become animal-like and can give him the ability to run faster, get stronger, etc. Jake is basically the mom of the group, feeling responsible for everyone else and their safety. Joel is kind of the opposite. He's more childish, sassy, and he's weirdly not very afraid when in dangerous situations. If you couldn't tell from previous videos, Jake and Joel aren't from where the rest of the group are. They're from a city called Astorwell City, so like Nebula, they're not acquainted with everyone else before the story starts. I think they would bond over that fact. Thank you for everyone who tuned into the series. This is only the main group. There's plenty more characters to go over, so I hope you tune in to see that too. Thank you. Bye!